Welcome back, you lovely lot, and welcome to another Etsy store review. Now stop, sit down for the next 10 minutes or so. If you sell on Etsy and you want to learn about mistakes that stop you selling and growing your Etsy store, this is the place to be. Today I'm reviewing an Etsy jewelry store. There's loads of glaring holes in this store that are stopping it selling regularly. So let me break all this down for you. You're going to learn so much in this and you can apply these things to your own Etsy store. Let's dive in and see what is stopping this store making sales. Let's go. Okay, so here we are in Bettina's store, Unlock Your Power BB. It's a gemstone crystal jewelry store. So the first thing we're going to do here, straight away, let's do some housekeeping. Quick bit of housekeeping. So first of all, this banner needs to be upgraded. It's too basic. It doesn't look great. It's dull. The font doesn't work. Let's get that banner changed. Let's get it upgraded, looking better. Then store icon, the square one on the left hand side. Let's get some synchronicity between the banner and the store icon. So change the store icon, get it looking in line with the banner, and over on the right hand side your little round seller icon, let's get that in synchronicity with the other two assets here, so it all starts to look cohesive and like a brand. Now down the bottom of the store, straight down to the bottom here, so we get to the about page. So in your about page you get three brand components. Use all three. It's text, photos and video. And the problem here is the photos and video. This looks very dull. The beads are cut off, the bracelets are cut off. Here we've got text cut off, we've got sunlight. It just doesn't look very professional. So we need to upgrade the about page. So a bit of housekeeping, you can easily do that in a few hours and get the store looking much more professional than it is at the moment. So with the housekeeping done, let's dive into the serious problems that are causing sales not to come in this store. So number one, as always, we check number of sales, how many items the store has got, and when the store was open. So we can see it's only got 133 sales since 2022, and they're doing it with only 24 items. So the first thing, Bettina, is this store is tiny. It is literally invisible. It's so small. And you need to get this size of inventory up. I say it all the time, to 100 listings. And I say this with good reason. Get your store up to 100 listings. Your views will go up. You'll find a couple more winning products. Bring in some visibility to your listings in your store. And then the wheels will start to turn on your store in your favor. 24 is way too small. Try to head towards 100. Even go beyond that. There's no reason why you can't take this store well beyond 100 items. 200, head from 100 to 200, see how you go. But remember, don't just get to 100 items blindly. Pay attention to what's going on. Is it working? Is traffic going up? Are you making more sales? If yes, good, keep going. If no, revisit, look at what's going on. Look at what could be a problem in the listings, which I'm going to get to in a minute to show you some problems with the listings now. So everyone watching this store review, here is the next problem. If I just move to here and show you those 12 products, can you see what the fundamental problem is with the photography here? Can you see it? So the problem here, there's lots of problems with the photography, but the primary issue is they're so dull. The photographs are so dull. None of these pictures are really going to pull you in and demand attention when people are scrolling on phones and tablets, looking at bracelets and necklaces. You know, you've got to say to yourself, what is it about my product that's going to bring you in? These are dull, they're washed out, they're not going to grab people's eyes. And here's the really frustrating thing. If you look at this product here, the primary photo is dull. It's got macro, which is good, I like, but it's dull. But then when we go here, look at this photo here. Much, much better. Just brighten this photo up here, move it to the primary photo slot here, and now all of a sudden you're breathing life into your store. Because if we're searching to buy things, jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, we want to see them. We want to see them on people's wrists, on people's necklines. We don't want to see them like this, where you've just got no idea really what this looks like on a human being, what the context of the jewelry is. So this photo here, brighten it up, move it into the primary photo slot, and all of a sudden we're breathing a bit of connection, a bit of life in. And as well as that, we've got this issue, just this general issue of items being too dark, they're cut off. This is too bright here, you can't see the bottom of the jewellery here. There's so many problems in this photography when you look through these listings, and some of the photos are better than others. So this is a really poor photo to use. I would never use this as a primary photo, but come in here and find something a little bit better. Let's have a look at this one. Even this, and this, if you brighten this up, that is better than that, because you can hardly see even what's going on here. It's so busy, the brightness is all wrong. So just think on each listing, look through the photos. Can I swap the photo and bring in something better that makes sense to the buyer? Right? Now let's go into another listing and find a bit on video. So video, let's just click on a video and let's understand what we're trying to do with video. Okay, so here's the video of the bracelet. Low in stock, one left, by the way. Don't do that. Always have more than one in stock. One in stock is low trust. Have 10 in stock or 20. The problem with this video, don't have a bracelet in your hand. You need the video to be like this, to show the bracelet actually on a wrist. That's what we want to see. That's the only thing we want to see. And possibly packaging, how the bracelet arrives to a customer. That's always nice to show as well. So make sure that you put this bracelet on the wrist, and then you're giving a much better value proposition to the potential buyer. All right, now here's a difficult one. So I know, Bettina, you're probably not going to like me for this, but I do need to say it. If you want to make sales, regular, decent sales with jewellery, you're going to need to upgrade the jewellery design. There's too many designs here that aesthetically just don't work. They're too mismatched, they're too bulky. Minimal, slight designs, less bulkiness. Get your colour palette right, get your context right. So when you look at a listing sort of like this, if we look at this listing here, it just doesn't sit very well with this big black crystal here, and the sort of dark red. I'm not quite sure what that color is actually. It just doesn't work that well as a cohesive bracelet. Let's go back in here. When you do, I'm going to find something better as well so that I can give you the contrast. When you look at jewellery, like, let's find something like this one here. Let's find a decent, semi-decent picture. Okay, it's okay, but it's just not grabbing me as a design. It's a bit bitty. The colours don't work that well together. You've got a misfiring in your design that needs to be looked at. If you look at something like this, so this listing here, this is better. This is better. You can immediately see when you look at the picture, it just works better. The size of the crystals, they all work together. The cut, it all works together to create something that's much more cohesive. Do you see? I'm sure you can all see what I'm saying here. There's much more cohesiveness going on here. This is going to take some work, Bettina. I suggest you spend some time thinking about how all the beads and the colors and the textures work together. This is quite nice. You see how you can see here. Let's have a quick look at the video. You see that works. It's simple, but it's so much better. A lot of work to be done here on what the relationship is between all the components of the jewellery. Okay, last tip for you. This is going to make you more sales. Please pay attention. Bring more personalization and more giftability into your store. Bring more personalized options in, ways for customers to personalize beads, gemstones, names, initials. Start to bring all this in. Etsy has been shouting at us since March that gift mode and the future of Etsy is all about gifting. You've got to be in there. So make personalization a priority and offer giftability. So make sure in your listings, when you're doing your photography and your video, you have gift wrap options. So show how the jewellery is going to arrive to a customer so that they get all the answers before they buy. They don't need to ask you any questions. They don't need to message you. It's all there. If they want to send it to someone, gift it for Christmas, for a birthday, an anniversary, whatever it might be, make it easy for them. Don't put blockages in the way for people to buy your stuff. You see what I'm saying here? Really, really important. Personalization and giftability. Now, if you want one of these reviews, put your store name in the comments, and I've got a long list. If I've seen your name already, I won't put it back in the list, but if I haven't, I'll add your store to the list, and I will hopefully get round to your store review if it's appropriate. I can't use every store. Some of them just don't work for a review. And if you want to work with me, I do this work on Etsy stores every day in, day out, and have done for 10 years. So there's a button coming up on the screen, book in now, book your free discovery call with me so that I can help you understand what's wrong with your store and guide you into working with me in a paid consultation or mentoring to fashion a better path for your store's future. I look forward to seeing you in my training, in my consultations, and I look forward to seeing you in the comments. Cheers.